So tribe, friends, and family, I'm here for another reading for the Pisces placements today. As always, it is a general and timeless reading, so just take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for the next person. And if you would like a personal reading, a one-on-one personal session, or Akashic records, you can go to 144bluerosetemple.com. Just a reminder that in the month of July, we do have the Akashic Records Guided Lemurian Activation with light language. So feel free to join us. It's 11:11 USD. And on July 21st, we do have a Soul Tribe gathering in Yonkers, New York for all the soul brothers and sisters for a full moon in Capricorn and Mary Magdalene Day ceremony. It's 5555 USD. All the information's in the box below, or you can go to the website. We're going to get right to your reading today, Pisces. And what I'm hearing is you've been seeking clarity about something, and that clarity is going to come in for you. We do have a new moon coming up as well. Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit of God, what do we have for the Pisces today? Strength and financial constraints, third eye. All right, so maybe you've been worried about money in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you felt like you had to be strong in some way, shape, or form with the Angel of Strength over here. Clarity is coming in about your money situation or about your career. Why do we have Angel of Strength and financial constraints? I'll also be going live tonight. We go live every single Wednesday evening, so feel free to join me for our pop-up live. Why do we have Angel of Strength and financial constraints? Freedom, freedom, I can't lose. Freedom, cut me loose. Okay, and that's by Beyonce, but freedom, that's what it says. Independence, self-determination. Some of you went through some sort of karmic cycle where you had to start accumulating money or funds on your own. And cut me loose, right? The term, or the lyric rather, cut me loose. You had to cut ties with a person, with family, or maybe like an old career of yours, and you had to start all over. What I'm also hearing is spiritual abundance, and I can see the name Lakshmi. So for some of you, you had to do a lot of deprogramming when it comes to money, when it comes to abundance and what that is for you, or even what it means to you. But we do have freedom here, so you're free from whatever constraints it is that you may have been feeling. Again, for those of you who this resonates, I do feel like this change in your finances, in your career, in your material world has started from within before it has manifested without of you. So it always starts within, but I do see that you've had to be strong regarding a situation with finances, and you are seeking, but also getting this freedom over here, independence, self-determination, and strength over here. Now, the word, I keep saying term, okay, so like maybe some of you, there's like contracts and terms. We'll see what comes out in the tarot, but we do have independence. I feel like you had to cut loose from somebody or something, and like you had to start all over, okay? Some way it is that maybe you used to make money, or someone that you had money tied to, you had to create your own foundation, okay? Which this is the year of Saturn. 2024 is the year of 8, which is the year of Saturn. When it comes to Saturn energy, we do have Saturn retrograde. Saturn is your friend, okay? Like Saturn is not anything to be fearful of or anything. Saturn is your friend when you work with Saturn. And so check out in your birth chart where you have Saturn, what house and what zodiac sign. It feels like there is some sort of Saturn energy here, which is Capricorn, which is the material world. Okay, so again, just check out where your Saturn is. Building a strong foundation. But I do feel like for those of you who resonate right now with this reading, you've been building that foundation within, and again, reprogramming, deprogramming, unlearning, and relearning when it comes to finances. Is there a book called Keys of Power? I feel like there is a book that's called Keys of Power. I've never read it, but like Keys of Power, something along those lines. Maybe you've read a book that's like similar to that title, or maybe it is an actual book. I have to look it up afterwards. Why do we have freedom, Angel of Strength, and financial constraints? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, King of Wands, Five of Swords, the Hanged One. All right, now for some of you, I'm seeing this fire energy because you do have some red and orange here. We have the Chariot card. Now, Queen or King of Wands, it's also an energy, Pisces, of being very independent. Five of Swords over here, you were dealing, and it does say conflict. You were dealing with some sort of conflict, which in the Rider Waite, it's like someone who kind of takes a sword and the other people are walking away. You got the shorter end of the stick in your life in some way, somehow, whether it was a job that did you wrong, people who've kind of done you wrong, you cutting ties with people, all right? You got the short end of the stick in the past. What this karmically was teaching you was how to be independent, okay? Now we do have full moon over here, and this may resonate with like maybe even just one or a few Pisces, but if you are like a music artist in some way, shape, or form, I feel like you had to go independent. Now this is like a random channel, and I mean like this is not going to resonate with probably even most Pisces, but for those who resonate, you had to go independent. It's like something along those lines, okay? But for the King of Wands, this is you being your own leader. Look at that, Lakshmi. You being your own leader. You being your own boss. Completely unlearning and relearning what it is that you've known. It was karmic because this lesson came in the sense of you got the shorter end of the stick, and it feels like whether it's Saturn or the universe like forced you to learn. Kind of like threw you right into the situation, which that is initiation energy of learning those lessons by being thrown into them in life. Now with the Hanged One over here, you have had a complete shift in perspective, maybe even a spiritual awakening. Why the Five of Swords with the King of Wands here? Why the Five of Swords with the King of Wands? Interesting. For some of you, call back your energy, life force energy, pay attention. So pay attention, all right? You were with someone, and this has been coming up for you, Pisces, okay? So I think it's just in general a theme, like pay attention. And then there was someone in your past that you lost a lot of money or a lot of resources, maybe even just your energy when it came to dealing with someone. Pay attention, call back your energy, life force energy. Or it's like someone was energetically stealing from you in some way, shape, or form. All right, whether it was a past lover, past friend, whatever it was, there was someone energetically stealing from you, but you're gonna get it back. Saturn retrograde, paradigm shift. Why pay attention? We'll call back your energy and life force energy. Twin flame, okay? For some of you, it may have been like a twin flame type of connection, okay? Which, because I don't have a card there that says false twin flame. If it's that is not a twin flame. Twin flame, yes, it's going to be karmic, where it's like back and forth and things like that. However, your twin flame does not take from you in that sense. That's definitely not twin flame. Now, let's get some clarifications. Why the Five of Swords? Why the King of Wands? Why the Hanged One? Why the Tower? You're getting ready to see something you've never seen. Look at you. I have chills. You have Six of Wands here, which is victory. And you have the Six of Pentacles, generosity, in the Tower. I'm not going to cry. I promise, Pisces. I'm not going to cry. I don't know where's the moon today? I don't know where the moon is today. But I think it's almost in Cancer, right? Because we have that new moon coming up. Almost there. Maybe it's in Gemini or Taurus. I don't know. But Pisces, where you got the short end of the stick, like you've had to be humble. You were like forced to be humble in some way, shape, or form in situations that it was unjust. It was not right. And some of you are just, I hear like at least some of you are like, you know, like God, like what's got to give, you know? Not where are you, you know, but like what's got to give, or like what is the reason? God is going to bless you with much more than you have asked for. This also was so spiritual. This was such a spiritual awakening, and it was actually karmically meant to do that. You know, that story of Job, where Job lost everything, and because he lost everything, everyone around him was like, well, you got bad luck, see ya. And then Job got it back times whatever, right? And as soon as I say that, 44 seconds, and I get a little message at the end. And the message had said, we're sorry. Pisces, you know, in the midst of you in this conflict, you were kind of karmically forced to be alone and to pave your own way, do things on your own. But that story of Job is coming up too, where Job lost everything. And because he lost everything, everyone around him was like, whoa, you must have bad luck. I think from a first glance, right, that is how we can see things. And Kali Ma is coming through a little bit with this message too, because it's understanding destruction, you know, which is not always just what meets the eye of like, oh, well, what did they do? You don't know what God is preparing someone for. These people, Pisces, did not understand what God was preparing you for. This level up, Pisces, this gift that God has for you. God is about to be so generous in your life, Pisces. And that Saturn and Pisces, quite literally, you know, and so especially mutable signs, that's including you, Pisces, have not seen fully just yet, you know, of like the rewards from Saturn. You will. If anything, mutable signs, you've been working extra hard. 11/11, as soon as I say that. This is such a like Job kind of story too, because like I am getting that you got short end of a stick, things were happening, everyone left you. Part of this whole situation, Pisces, was also to remain humble. We have justice over here, but it's also the scales of Ma'at, all right, that heart. I do feel like this opened your heart. Now we do have Sage of Wands, the Sun card. You've cultivated this joy, this happiness, this energy on your own. The Sun card. And I do feel like, you know, God had to reveal things. God had to remove things, remove people. And like your humanness, right? It was not comfortable this season of your life. But it was always going to be rebuilt and even stronger. Or like, you know, like the tower, right? It's being built back up even stronger, even taller. Why do we have the Six of Pentacles? You're getting ready to see something you've never seen. Pisces, we have Magician card. You are the co-creator. Eight of Pentacles over here. Your finances are improving. Your work is improving. Everything regarding finances and material is improving. And I'm also getting the energy just of people around you. How are people viewing Pisces? Pisces, they're going to be inspired by you. Ace of Wands. They see you as strong. They see you as passionate, and they're going, it says inspiration. How are people viewing Pisces in this Five of Swords financial constraint situation? They saw you, yeah. Wow, Pisces. You have King of Cups. You have the Nine of Swords. People saw you as like, oh gosh, what's going on with Pisces? What's going on with Pisces is Pisces was being prepared for this new cycle. And again, Pisces, sometimes God is going to hide you. Sometimes God is going to confuse the enemy about you. And sometimes like it's actual things happening in your life, which is not fun, right? It's not fun. It's not comfortable. But God does that not only to test you, to test the people around you. This is truly a Job story, Pisces, where your whole life was like, it just went down. People around you are like, oh my gosh, look at Pisces. What's wrong with Pisces? Pisces is the Ace of Wands. And Pisces, with the spiritual awakening, the shift in perspective that you've had, you really are about to be so blessed and things are about to be coming in for you. And you're such a magnet for prosperity at this time. Now, what's the advice for Pisces? Seven of Cups, Four of Cups. For some of you, pay attention to your dreams. Dream time and processing over here is what it says. Some of you are just also wondering, when is my ship coming in? When is it coming in? With the Seven of Cups, it's dreaming, visualizing, maybe even having multiple options. Four of Cups is like looking at the options in front of you. There's a cup coming in for you, Pisces. So for those of you who are waiting, things are going to shift for sure. Why Seven of Cups and the Four of Cups? You do have Ten of Swords, okay? And then Two of Pentacles over here. So I do feel like Pisces with this Ten of Swords too is like you had to have some sort of ending. The Four of Cups is also someone looking at Three Cups as there's a cup coming in. You had to go through these endings in order for a new beginning to come in for you. Because the Four of Cups, there's a cup behind, right? And as far as clarity, I do feel like it's in the form of like things that didn't work out with people, situations, etc., or even money. Because there's something else coming in. And so if you have found yourself in that cycle of things ending, people around you, relationships, etc., you had to go through this ending in order for you to be ready for what is coming in. All right. Can I have another card for the Ten of Swords for Pisces? Another card for the Ten of Swords. Yes, because peace and balance and harmony is coming in. Okay, you have Knight of Swords and then the Temperance card. So this was also very humbling, Pisces, though, is like what I'm seeing. Not only was this like a physical, say, cleansing, right, of like people, relationships, again, foundations, right, with that Saturn energy. God takes away, God also gives. You know, and so this time in your life where it's peaceful, harmonious, that is coming in with the Temperance card here. It's coming in quicker than you think to, but I definitely feel like you had to go through this death and rebirth. You had to go through these spiritual awakenings as well, so that when this does come in, you are ready. All right. Now that's what I have for you. I hope that it resonates. I'm going to be grabbing some cards of advice. Live. If you suspect that you are on the wrong road, heading in the wrong direction, stop and turn around. Life must be lived and not simply debated to be meaningful. Being indecisive is not an option. That's what I see here too. It's like maybe for some of you, you were taking your time of like, is it that person or is it this thing or what do I do? And God kind of made it clear to you by the things that did not work out, Ten of Swords. And I do feel like that's bringing clarity as to what is for you and what does work out for you. All right. What other cards of advice do we have for Pisces? Sisterhood, friendship, allies, compatible souls, and Lumeria returns over here. So I do feel like also, Pisces, you know, you'll be calling in, again, soul tribe, brothers, sisters, friends. If you are calling that in at this time, you're going to find people who are compatible with you. What else do we have for Pisces? And then you do have balance, okay? Balance is coming into your life with the Temperance card over here. And then balance. It is coming into your life, all right? And even with the Sisterhood card, again, I do feel like things had to be revealed of like how people actually feel about you or this or that. You may be someone who's very generous. You're someone who's really a giver. And I kind of want to say the words that not everyone deserves that from you. Not that they're bad people or anything like that, but you are so giving. Your heart is so pure. Not everyone necessarily deserves that. I'm also getting more of like people in your life that you didn't even realize. It's the way that they think about you. You know, as soon as I say that, I get a message, okay? And so the way that they think about you, maybe it's not even something that you saw, something that they did, but God started to remove people, started to reveal things, because again, like you probably would give to anyone or to the people around you, etc. But what's coming through definitely is that not everyone deserved that from you, Pisces. All right, we do have freedom, independence, and self-determination. That's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that it resonates. I'm sending you so much love and so many blessings to your day.